Ramses stood frozen, the golden trident of Manessa poised above the unmasked man. The roar of battle had vanished from his ears, replaced by a profound, ringing silence. He stared at the face of the man who had just claimed to be his father, the lines of exhaustion and the shadows of the skull mask still lingering around his eyes. "No," Ramses whispered, the word escaping him on a shaky breath. "That is impossible. My father is Khalim. He is a trainer of men, a man of Ma'at. He is on pilgrimage to Dendera. You are the Dark Lord, a thief and a traitor." The man straightened up, his eyes holding a mix of despair and urgency. He glanced quickly at the surrounding darkness, where Ramses's soldiers, frozen by the drama, maintained their cordon. "Khalim is a good man," the man said, his voice now clear, not the muffled growl of the Dark Lord. "He is the man who raised you, who taught you courage. But he is not the one who gave you life." He stepped closer, gesturing to the trident. "Look at the weapon in your hands, Ramses. That is the proof. The name etched there is no coincidence." Ramses automatically looked down at the base of the central prong, where the ancient hieroglyphs spelled out, "Manessa, I am Amenet." Ramses frowned, utterly lost. The sound of Amenet resonated with a forgotten Amenet? Then who is Manessa? A look of deep sorrow crossed Amenet's face. "Manessa was my queen. She was your mother, Ramses. A woman whose heart was as pure as the gold of this weapon, and whose wisdom was greater than any sorcerer in Egypt. She is no more." The trident was her symbol, her favored weapon, and her namesake. It bears her name and her spirit. It is hers. Ramses's vision swam. His mother, a woman he knew only through fleeting, carefully curated memories, was the namesake of the weapon in his hands. He felt a sudden, fierce connection to the gold. "And Pharaoh Menetra," Ramses pressed, needing to anchor himself to the solid ground of hatred. "You said he is your brother, and that he is evil?" "He is my twin," Amenet confirmed, his voice now laced with bitter contempt. "And yes, he is a serpent dressed in the robes of Ra. He was never meant to be Pharaoh. The throne was mine by right, blessed by the Council of Elders and Manessa herself. But Menetra, driven by jealousy, used black magic and treachery to poison the minds of the people and seize control. He claimed I was a threat to Ma'at and drove me into exile. He hunted our son, you, Ramses, because your existence is proof of his legitimacy." Amenet pointed a finger toward the forest, his face etched with pain. "Khalim, a true and noble man who was loyal to me, not to the throne, risked everything to take you in and raise you as his own. He is the father who trained you, but I am the blood who placed you in his care, hoping you would one day be strong enough to challenge your tyrant uncle." He took another step, the desperation in his eyes absolute. "The robberies, they are not for wealth, but for power. I am stealing the funds and artifacts. Menetra needs to solidify his unholy rule. Ramses, you have been sent here by your evil uncle to kill your true father. The trident in your hand is your mother's final testament. Will you use it to serve the tyrant who killed her, or to help the man who gave you life and seeks to restore order to Egypt?" Ramses lowered the trident, its point digging into the copper-rich earth. The world had turned upside down. The loving man who raised him was a lie to protect him. The pharaoh he served was an evil usurper, and the enemy he was sent to kill was his own father, armed with his mother's legendary weapon. My mother's trident, Ramses murmured, looking at the glowing gold. "Tell me everything, Amunet. Tell me the truth that Khalim risked his life to keep." Khalim's confirmation. The tense standoff was broken by a familiar, powerful voice. "Amunet, Ramses." Khalim, dusty and weary from his swift return, burst through the ranks of the frozen soldiers. His pilgrimage had been cut short by frantic whispers of the pharaoh's rash decree. He saw the golden trident, the unmasked rebel, and his son's tear-stained confusion. He needed no explanation. The tableau spoke volumes. Ramses rushed to the man who had raised him. "Father," he says, quote, "he says he is Manessa's husband, that he is my true father, Amunet, and that the pharaoh is an ominous, evil usurper." Khalim embraced Ramses fiercely, then stepped back, his eyes steady on Amunet. The two warriors shared a long, silent look, a look of history, loyalty, and renewed purpose. Khalim turned to Ramses, his voice firm and unwavering. "Ramses, listen to me. Every word Amunet speaks is the truth. I swore an oath to your mother, Manessa, to protect her son and her legacy. I raised you in honor, but always in the shadow of this moment. Pharaoh Menetra is consumed by his own lust for power. He has abandoned Ma'at and rules through fear." He placed a hand on Amunet's shoulder. "This is your blood, Ramses, fighting for the soul of Egypt." But then Khalim's expression grew hard with pragmatic concern. "Yet we cannot openly fight the pharaoh. I am still bound by my oath and my position to the royal army. My loyalty to the throne allows me to serve, to listen, and to survive. You must return to the palace, Ramses. You must become the army commander Menetra promised you. Use that position, use the power he offers, to be our eyes and ears within his inner circle. You are not joining his cause. You are embedding within his heart." Ramses, his anger against Menetra now a controlled, cold fire, nodded. He grasped the immense danger of the task. "I understand. I will become the pharaoh's weapon, and our key to victory." The alliance forged. Ramses stepped forward and extended his hand to Amunet. "Father," Ramses said, using the title with conscious intent, "tell me your plans. From this moment, the army commander of the royal guard serves two masters, the hidden one and the one on the throne." Amunet gripped his son's arm, his eyes blazing with pride and relief. "Welcome home, Ramses. My robbers are not thieves, but former loyal guards and soldiers, loyal to the true throne. They are disciplined, and with your inside knowledge and military training, our forces will finally become one." Ramses spent the rest of the night planning the handover of supplies and information, securing the loyalty of his own small trusted unit, and preparing for the ultimate deception.